out. Of course, it's going to be that 4-map set, starting out with Nepal, going to Nimbani after that. Horizon will be our assault map, and Route 66 will finish things off. Do something with Meko's EMPs. Nearly got that ultimate built up right now. He's got it right now. Can they go in with it? Sneaking around the outside, going stealth, trying to find an angle. That pillar makes it tough sometimes. They hit too many people. It's going in. There it is. Good one on the tank there. Fusion's down immediately. Jonak finishing him, and now New York Excelsior charging forward, trying to take this one with ease. That was a great EMP by Meko to start that off.
It was a great EMP, but look at what Boston Uprising got. 40% on the point when arguably they should have lost that.
That's how it goes.
So Nene here already at 50% charge coming into this, and he's got the Graviton ready. So they're going to be able to charge right in. Blase pretty far forward right there.
Yeah, getting a bit aggressive here, but they might be able to make it pay off. Mano very, very low. He does drop the Shatter, and he's going to be able to use that to give his healers enough time to keep him up, and that's going to be NYXL stopping that fight. And they're 81% already, man. Boston Uprising, they're sweating now. Only the Transcendence on that side.
And
yeah, you got to do something. You got to go in shorthanded. There's a Graviton Surge to keep everybody out of it. And they get a couple kills off that. Alamo dropping a little bit low, but he stays alive. Meanwhile, Fusion's just waiting in, counting on that healing, counting on the Zarya shields to keep him alive. We're into overtime now. It's taking Meko down. It's 5v6. There's a sound barrier to prop up Boston as they come in. Another big shatter. They do trap Nene. He's down to the charge. Mano comes back with a kill on the Fusions. Oh, and there's another shadow coming in from the other side. Shatter, rather. Boston, though, holding on. Jonak can't quite make the big plays in Boston. They're on the verge of flipping this one.
They are on the verge of flipping it, and Mano should not have used his shatter. There was a
clear the point for his team to go in there, but I don't know, it seemed like Boston wasn't ready to go in with him. Now they have to engage here. Mono pops in Primal Rage much later, though. Gonna have that, avoiding that self-destruct. Axiom gets his grab eaten by Meko, actually. That's big Meko responding too with a kill onto Alamo with that self-destruct. Now they've got the sound barrier shields as well. New York just controlling this with style. I mean, it hasn't even looked close in these last few fights.
It hasn't, Doa, and New York is adapting the way they're playing, and Boston Uprising, a lot of these are going to be new players to the Overwatch League stage, to this level of competition, and they are just getting their ults baited out by the Excelsior.
That's right. Man, what a start for NYXL. 2-0 on that map. Gotta say, Boston
showed that it's very hard to play against New York because New York adapts so fast in games to what you're doing.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this is New York Excelsior. As Boston Uprising on attack here, NYXL defending on our assault map here. Or, I'm sorry, on our hybrid map here. It's been a long offseason. Here we go. Trying to push up through that stairway. It's a dangerous route to go. My ranked games have taught me that.
Well, you play against the Winston, it's a bit easier when you have the Reinhardt.
It is true. They're just going to walk up there behind Fusion's shield, push onto the high ground here. A little bit of harassment from Mano in the back. He's going to drop that shield to keep himself safe. Ooh, the drop down comes in. That was such a fast Primal Rage coming up from Mano, I know. This is what that guy does, though. He doesn't take chances. He gets every single percentage out of everything he does. And yeah, that early of a Primal Rage, man, I don't know what you do against that. That's sick.
It's really hard. They tried to rush into the back line to take down Jonak there, and they were successful, but Mano did all of the work in the mean.
That's a rough one for Boston.
Yeah, they still got some of that armor, though, that they can roll up to the payload with as they try and coalesce and push forward.
No, it's a different ultimate, Mon. Moira's not in this map. Confusing, I know. Mano waiting for it. Earth Shatter comes in. Blase knocked prone. And Mano does go down, but has New York created enough of an opening? Oh, now with an Earth Shatter like that out of Fusions. Boston, man, they brought Fusions up, and it is paying dividends for them. This guy is such a good Reinhardt.
Yeah, Fusions delivering the knockout punch there on point B. Get it through, only a...
Excelsior with a lot of ultimates in the bank. Spend on each of these fights.
And it needs more charge, though, before they can really do much.
Yeah, well, they're going to go into the grab anyway. No time like the present, as they say. Self-destruct's thrown in. No kills out of the New York. One, but Note finds one onto Animo on the Boston side. And now charging in now. Doing what he can, going after his rival. Jonak on the other side, but Fusions claims the kill. Sound barrier for Boston, trying to seal the deal right now. They say this is where we want to end this map. This is where we want to end this attack round. And New York, I don't think they're going to be able to stop them going in, and that is it. A clean finish on point C by
his sight lines. Axiom, of course, a main tank having to off-roll here.
Yeah, It is what it is, but either way, Boston getting aggressive again. They pop that rally early on, and YXL smart, pulling back, letting it go, and then popping their own rally as they re-engage. Fusion's a little bit low. They keep them alive with the Transcendence. Ultimate and Ultimate. There's the Graviton Surge, putting everybody on top of the payload. Maybe the self-destruct can get kills. No, it can't. Aim God, meanwhile, down. Jonak, he doesn't need an ultimate to get kills. Just frag it out, man. Jonak is back. That's 3 now for the bloodthirsty support. Welcome back, League MVP.
The guy's a freak, Toa. What can you say?
He
The
is.
way
The round is over. New York knows that.
rally used proactively here by Blase.
It's going to give him more meters. It's going to give him more distance on that payload as New York waits it out. Good use of that, I'd say. Fusion's waiting around the bus. Wants to find that great Earth Shatter. Here we go. Now New York going in with their own rally off of Libero. Libero gets a kill in the note. Fusion's dropped that Earth Shatter, goes in, gets stunned. Charge versus charge. And now Axiom trying to do all the damage he can. Another Earth Shatter comes through, but they pull him off the payload. They pull them off the payload, and that is going to be, that's what they're going to do. They're going to run right up the center, trying to take advantage of that back. That note doesn't have that Diva Mag. Shatter comes down, though. Fusion's, it's a pretty decent one. Oh, but stun to stun as the charges collide with each other. Blase does go down, and now Jonak there with the Transcendence to keep them alive. Boston has the same thing. Went for another Earth Shatter, didn't get a lot out of that one. Now another Sound Barrier coming out here. Mono floored, taken out of the map, but Axiom down as well. It's another knockdown, drag-out fight between these two teams on the payload right now. But New York needs to try to finish this one, and they're going to have to regroup.
Yeah, they are.
Crazy.
And right now, it's going to be in play. This is going to be crazy.
Jonak trying to stall Nene here on the Hammond rather. On the point right now, New York with one last shot in overtime to try to take this one. But Mono down again. Boston, this defense has been incredible. Now they've got some ultimates to try to prop themselves up. Aimgad pops that Transcendence. Libero down New York, losing members. There goes Meko on that Reaper, could not get the damage done. And Boston Uprising, I think they're going to tie up this series, man. New York, only a few people left, and they are not the people you're going to be able to take the point with. Trace and Lucio not doing it, and Boston Uprising will tie this series up. Upgrade me from not disappointed to pretty impressed.
I think we should all...
Anyway, as you saw on your screen, Kellic subbing in for Animo at the support role for Boston. Now we are going to Lunar Horizon Colony. That's right. We're going to the days off. He did have 37% on his ultimate, so we'll see if it's worth it. They're going in now. Mono has a Primal Rage. He's going to use it. Oh no!
Goodbye,
You're going to space! Or maybe
He's
not.
up!
Oh, he's back! Don't try to kill a guy who floats in space. Robots don't need to breathe. Well, God's just fine.
Turns out the Primal Rage was really bad at the end.
Top 3 air control for sure. That's a Boston thing, guys. That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
That's a deep cut. You might not get that one. Here we go. Boston Uprising with some good ultimates coming into this. They're going to go ahead and drop the rally. Fusion's waiting for another sweet, sweet Earth Shatter. Halfway through, taking that point right now. NYXL deciding how much they want to dedicate to this. They're coming in now with the Diva. There's a Transcendence. They've nearly taken it. Francis on both sides. Jonak holding his. Fusion's shot that Earth Shatter. They're in the Graviton too. No kills out of that self-destruct on the New York side. Fusions gets 2 though. 2 kills off of that Reinhardt, making a 3rd. Man, Fusions, what a pickup. I mean, he killed. Holy cow! If you're a Boston fan, you're like, all right, the World Cup is a good thing. We've discovered so many good players. Yeah, they've got the delaying tools. They don't really have the team fight right out winning tools. So, Boston with an edge here in the ultimate department. They're going to bring in the rally on Blase, giving that extra armor to his teammates as Fusions waits out an opportunity for that Earth Shatter. He's had so many good ones. There's another one. Drops Libero. Can they capitalize on it? The Graviton Surge came in from New York, so they had to wait that out. Now Jonak with the Transcendence. Self-destruct grab 2 from Note. Note had so many good self-destructs last season. No surprise to see him picking up those kills again, in Boston is just going to take this attack round. That's it.
And that's why the conclusion
Takes the lead in this series.
coming around, rotating to the point. Boston on the high ground.
The stakes are high. Mono needs to hit a big shatter. They want to win this one. Waiting for it. Coming in. They're going to rely on the Graviton Surge here. Self-destruct's coming in. Shatter comes down. Oh, but the sound barrier from Kellic came just in time, but it's not enough. And New York will take this point, winning the fight at the very last moment. So, Gonna get the team killed, gonna get point A, and they're not gonna have quite as much time as Boston did on B, but they're getting, well, New York
do or draw.
Do or draw either for Boston. Yeah, we'll see. They gotta try to get in there. Aim got down though. And New York has some kills already. Boston gonna really struggle to try to take this one. Mono gets stumped, but he's got that primal rage, and New York seemed well equipped on the defense now to handle this one. Fusions just throws out that shield though. Kellick's able to use the sound barrier to buy a little bit more time, but that's gonna be about it. New York gonna keep Boston out and deny them a single tick on point A for just a limited time here. And Libero, again, no pressure at all on this Pharah. What do you do?
You can stand there and shoot rockets at you forever. How do you contest the point?
You gotta get in. If you're Boston right now, Mono taken out by Aim God, they are gonna be able to fight the 65. That's big. Nene throws in the pulse bomb, that's what it's called. No kills out of it, but Libero comes in with the D-back on the note. Fusions goes down as well, and now he's got the ultimate.
Oh no, the trance.
Oh, they're so close. New York, Animo goes for the res and he can't do it. And are you kidding me? Boston with a real chance to get a draw on this one. New York with nobody left, they got us to say they can't do it, and Boston manages to get the draw.
That was a heck of an end to that match. New York excel.
Was playing it a little bit too risky as we look at our maps here, going for that composition when they had limited time, making that swap as we see Route 66 is our next map here.
No, I just think they played it better. So many of the plays, it's actually doing a great work for them because it's preventing them from hitting those big shatters.
Right. Boston has seemed very reliant on that Reinhardt in this match.
They found Meko.
Yeah, they did pop him out of that invisibility. Here we go. They're just going to go ahead and throw that self-destruct in there. Oh, man. Nice Earth Shatter, though, from Mano coming in to try to respond to that. And respond they did. EMP combined with Earth Shatter.
That was an emphatic response. The timing on first. So very predictable read by the NYXL. Because look at this. You're going to see this coming in. You're not going to be... So there it is. Okay, EMP's already in.
New York.
With EMP, that's going to be tough.
Coming in with the ult advantage right now. Meko coming in from behind. He wants to get that kill on the Aim God. There's an EMP, finishes Aim God off immediately. Plus Jonak, that gets a kill. Another one on the Bloods. Hey, Jonak with 3. He's like, you EMP, I'll finish him off. I got it, man.
Set up on the opposite side of that EMP. No chance for God to use the Transcendence.
With the accuracy that Jonak has, too, if there's nothing stopping him from hitting you with those orbs, man, he will just wreck you. That's exactly what we're going to see. Look at that EMP. Yeah, there's nothing stopping him. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's a cakewalk. Plays for Boston, and now the question is, can Meko capitalize on this? He's in a position to hack Fusions. Oh, Fusions turning, just in case. He doesn't know where to point that shield, man. When there's damage coming in from both sides, it gets really tough. Meko has to get out of there.
They do have tools, and since the payload was stopped so far back, they have an option to defend.
All right, Graviton for Boston. Going to try to pair that with the self-destruct. Fusions laid low by a charge, countering his way. Oh, canceled during the ultimate Fusions. Or rather, Sun, yeah, either way, that Earth Shatter didn't get to do a whole lot. New York still looking okay on this attack, and Meko even getting to save his EMP. Whoa.
And Mono there with the counter shatter while they were very well played by the XL.
Knocked his raspberry jelly out, it looked like. Shouldn't store that in his armor. Rio EMP again from Meko in the behind. They turn so fast on him. It saves Aim God, but still so many people hack, and New York can just keep pushing forward.
I mean, he hacked 6 people.
Yeah. What more can you add? Oh, and there's a nice Earth Shatter coming in from Mono. And that's going to be GG on that fight. You know, I like that Boston was so ready to turn. Their supports aren't ready if the Harmony Orb isn't on him. I mean, when it comes down to it, there's not a lot of direct healing out of this comp, so it happens sometimes. Graviton Surge comes in. Sound Barrier just in time. Nene responds to the kill onto Kellick. The Fusions with another big Earth Shatter. Trying to chain that into a kill onto Libero. Meanwhile, Fusion's getting a little bit low. Gets healed here by AM because EMP. But there's Meko. Again, the trance comes out first. And that means it is the golden age of EMPs for Meko.
The golden age.
The golden age of EMPs.
Truly the Pax.
We're in a golden age.
The Pax Romana of EMPs.
That's right. It seems like they've kind of downloaded Fusions at this point, and there's no better time to do that. EMP again coming in. Hits a lot of people here. Fusions dropped instantly. Aim God still gets the Transcendence off. It's their saving grace, perhaps, but that payload is so close. There goes Kellick, another big sound barrier from New York, and that's going to be it. NYXL, it was a tough road, but they made it. They will take this match.
And when they use that Sombra, oh boy, did they look a lot better.
Oh, no.